sign of desperation. Is you knowing what you want and going for it.
Okay.
You can't tell me that comedy in the church is wrong.
Written by
If you go to our Church of Nigeria hymn now, you will see so many hymns written by Nigerians.
We should, you know, a man is seeing something here, he's going for something else. Men are confused.
That's why I said you have to help them out.
Okay.
Sir, can you stop a bird from flying?
Depending.
But we are not instituting, we are forgiven.
No, you have forgiven,
Yes.
but that forgiveness amounts to a criminal offense.
How?
Hold on.
How?
That's what
My brother,
Anybody can bring
is
it.
a
When we think we have seen the end to all going on in the country, you wake up to not too cheery news, from the hike in fuel price to commuters stranded due to the unavailability of fuel, increase in food and commodities, insecurity in the country, and it goes on and on. It's endless. So which way Nigeria, which way forward? When will all this come to an end, and who should we hold responsible for all that is going on in the country? We need answers to so many questions going on in our minds this morning. A beautiful morning to our esteemed viewers, and welcome to Now Streaming Program, reaching you live from ACNNTV here in the city of Abuja. I am your anchor for today, Rachel Igbunu, and I have my delectable, beautiful, and handsome co-anchors with me. Good morning, sir.
Morning, I am Smart Simon, and I'm happy to be here.
I am Adeshewa Orioye. Good morning, viewers.
Shawa is not smiling.
I'm not smiling. You've said it all. There's nothing out there that is making. Well, I'm thankful for life, in our life, because imagine if the breath that I'm taking
you have to buy it.
I have to buy it. Then I'll be dead, because I don't think I will afford that. And the rich people will have that to, like, okay, let's have a community of our own, because that's how humans think. You know, there's this classism. When we talk of racism, we talk of tribalism, there's classism too. So where you see we call ourselves brothers, but if you don't spend as I
if you're not in that class, you don't belong to them. So we thank God.
We thank God for them. Say no, you can't. Don't take.
You're not part of us.
The hair you are breathing,
and you die.
And that's it.
Oh wow. So we thank God for life. Thank God we are alive and we are kicking, we are breathing this morning. Joining us virtually later to dissect the trending news before us this morning is Prince Godtime Okwanowe. He is an activist and a politician. So viewers, remember you can join the conversation by sending your comments via our various social media platforms and also calling the numbers showing on your screen. It is always a pleasure hearing from you. First, we'll look at some headlines from some select national dailies before we go into the discussions for the day. Over to you, Shawa.
All right, I'll start with the Punch newspaper, and I'll start with the stories above the masthead. I'll pick two stories there. The president saying removing fuel subsidies saved Nigeria from bankruptcy. Well, check more on page 9 for more of that details if you're curious, because I don't think we've seen the effect.
And we still hear that the subsidy is still
being paid.
Yeah, I don't know what to believe again.
So Yeah, well, it's Nigeria. Anything goes. And this second story there is Naira rebounds to 1,275 per dollar at parallel market. More of this story on page 16. And I'll take the lead story here. Fuel crisis worsens as depot divert PMS to Abuja, and more of that on page 2. And the kicker here says NNPC ration supply to depot, orders operators to prioritize loading to Abuja. Second kicker here says queues spread in Lagos, Ogun. Others stations raise pump price as black market thrives. That's the common thing. Black market will have, you will see them in
They
their
are always
gallons.
having fuel.
They always have
surplus.
fuel, but
How do they get that?
Oh,
I just wonder how.
we will discuss that on the show. So viewers, don't worry, we will stay tuned and dissect that. And there's a picture stories that shows the queues at filling station in Lagos on Sunday. This is sad at which things are going in this country. All right, I'll take the stories at the bottom here. It says man accused of cement theft jumps into Lagos lagoon, dies. More of that on page 4 and 5. The next
So
is
I saw that story. He was accused of cement theft. We have so many of our leaders with corruption hanging on their necks.
But
They're
praised.
still living. We hear the case being opened. We don't know how it ends. We just hear, okay, this person is found guilty, fraud, this and that. This is a cement. Though we don't know how many bags
Of cement
of cement that is he was accused of. We don't know if he really stole it or not. So I feel, okay, maybe that shame of being labeled as a thief will make him go into taking his own life. But I don't see the reason why he should go ahead and do that. Bags of cement.
Yeah, so usually when there are challenges like this, if you don't have anybody to talk to, you don't have a wife to talk to, you don't have relations, you don't have friends, you don't have a pastor to talk to, then the tendency is that this kind of thing will happen. So the problem was so much on him that he felt that the only way to end this problem
is to take his life.
Is to end it all, and is condemnable. Please, no one should take his life. If you have a challenge, talk to someone. They say a problem shared
his house
half
solved.
solved.
Yeah.
Please, if there are challenges, talk to someone. That is on the other side. On the other side is that it might be a psychological problem. So many people in Nigeria are actually not well.
Yes, you see everybody beautifully dressed
and
going on their normal business.
We
but
are
what
a
is going on
country that we don't go for psychological
checkup
check-up
and all.
because if you go there, you
You'll be
assume
tagged
that you
of
are tagged, you are a mad person. But that is not always the problem. Please, if there are challenges, there are symptoms you see in yourself and you know that this is not normal. Approach a clinical psychologist. Talk to the professionals. Let them help you out of it. So these are the things. You can also go for counseling.
Therapist.
Go for therapists. We don't do that in Nigeria.
It's a black man thing. It's a black man thing.
We don't do that. But
why
please,
blacks
you can, if you are a Christian, meet your pastor and tell him your predicament. He will help you. He will counsel you, teach you the word, pray with you. I'm sure you will get out of it. There are certain things I said yesterday in church regarding the topic we were looking at, the striving for joy, the lasting joy. Some of the things I said, I am very, very sure it is only under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. And I was convinced that anybody that listened to me who was having problem will be healed by the word of God. So sometimes the word of God too is powerful. It's life, and it will help in this kind of situation.
Yeah, so we all are facing one challenge or the other. It's on everybody. It doesn't, you don't have to take your life before things will be done right. Just strive for the best every day as we live, that someday, somehow, things will get better.
I think a lot of people don't actually have that strength to carry on. It comes from this mind of weakness. Just like you said, you can be in the midst of people and still be all alone. There's somebody that years back, a popular YouTuber, he creates content. It paints a picture of or what we perceived as viewers. He has a wonderful wife, beautiful kids. Like they are all. This man committed suicide, and it's like how you have a wife that you see as a friend, like there's that. So what happened? So you can be in the midst of people and feel all alone that nobody understands. And I feel when you say nobody can understand me, you're not allowing somebody to understand you. So it takes a lot of energy and a lot of strength to come out some of this, but how many are willing to do the work to uphold with this strength? It's a lot. God just help
God
us.
will help us, yes.
God help us. Now to finish the Punch newspaper with me, okay, we have police launch probe as gunmen kill Ayedatiwa's campaign coordinator. More of that on page 13. The last story I'll take on the Punch newspaper is Abiodun orders resident evacuation after Ogun gas explosion. Wow, I have some, I won't say direct this thing, but someone actually, a relative actually posted on our WhatsApp that she would have been among those. Yes, that she wrote that she was actually looking for a cheap vehicle. She was looking
that
for
was
a
how
cheap,
she would have
that was how
ended up.
That was how she would have ended up, and there were pictures and all. She could not afford to board the normal price, so she was looking like sole. That's what they call it, sole. That something that offers you some fragment of it.
Lesser.
That is it. She was just shocked with her child. God help us.
Yeah. So talking about that political assassination, I just want to say that our politicians, please, we have to be very, very careful and not play the politics of do or die affair. Please. There is always a life after politics. If the politics is you are succeeding very well and you are enjoying yourself, be careful not to step on stone, because you make people angry and they may come after you. Please do what is just, do what is right, do what is
human.
pure.
Do what is human.
Do what there must be human face in whatever you want to do. We have to avoid this. That is life after politics. Everything is not about politics. Please and please. Assassination. This is an assassination, so to say. Please, we advise that should not. No, that should not be the way.
It shouldn't. Viewers, lines are open. You can call in to share your thoughts on some of the topics, the headlines we've discussed this morning. If you can't reach us through call, you can send in your text message or through our various social media handles. Like when I saw the paper, the story on the politician being killed, what Smart rightfully said, it's not a do or die affair. And we know in politics they said there is no permanent enemy or permanent friends. Those you see them fighting as if they want to kill themselves today. Tomorrow you will see them shaking hands. So it shouldn't end up like this. If it doesn't work for you, step down, go else and go get something else and do. You mustn't end up as a politician. We have other things you can put your hands into.
It shows
this life now is gone.
Exactly. It shows
For
the
what?
intentions of most politicians. Because if you have the citizens at heart, I don't think you will want to take life of somebody.
That is not what is happening now.
So that is,
they are going in for their own
that
pocket.
is it.
It's not a do or die thing. You
well,
mustn't go there.
if you're
Before you can
greedy-
even serve your people, you mustn't be up there before
Power
you
is
can,
not by
you can,
force
you
now,
can
but
serve your
in
people.
Africa,
You can do it
power
right
is
from
force.
your very local, from your home. You can help people, your
Change your
community,
world,
to
change your
them.
environment, your community, but it shows that what they are coming for is not
Not to serve.
at all.
You don't have to force yourself to serve anybody.
You don't.
Just tell people what you want to do. If they like your idea, they buy it by
buy
voting
it.
you into
If
office.
they don't,
Why do you force yourself in?
That is what is
governance?
happening now. They force themselves upon us. You like me or you don't like me, I'm
we're
coming in.
And so far I have the powers, the connections, the godfathers to put me through, and that is it.
Oh, okay. Are you done from there?
Yes, I have.
All right. Moving on to the Vanguard newspaper. Above the masthead, we have the Sanwo-Olu sacks 425 LWC redundant officials. That story is on page 3 of Shawa. What is happening? On page 3 of the Vanguard newspaper. And under Guba, the same story now. Aida TOS campaign coordinator killed by gunmen. See details of that if you have the Vanguard newspaper on page 6. And Edo Guba, why Obe Shaibu Ajoto, others are ganging up against Obaseki. The same politics again. That story is on page 26 of the Vanguard newspaper. And page 11, Zenith Bank shareholders approved transition to holdco structure. And we have this picture story, Tinubu, other world leaders at that is the World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia. Now to the lead story and what is currently going on in the country, biting hard. Petrol scarcity will linger 2 more weeks. Is that what we want to hear? It's coming from Ipman. Really? We're going to discuss about that more. The kicker says as scarcity spreads nationwide, long queues emerge at filling stations. Hawkers sell petrol at 1,000 naira to a liter. Commuters stranded at motor parks, and we have adequate stock. This is coming from NNPC. So where is it? If we have adequate stock, where is it? Are they hoarding it? People are not seeing it. We have filling stations under lock and key, and the ones you have, the queues are unbearable. Scarcity hurting businesses. This is coming from transport authorities. See the details on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And beside this picture story, why Naira depreciated by 23% in 4 days. Currency dealers, analysts, banks, end users, mundane forex from parallel market to official market. That is the key cards there. And I'll take another one. We remove petrol subsidy to avoid bankruptcy. This is coming from Tinubu. The story is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. I'll take the last year. Lagos to Calabar Coastal Highway. Federal government begins enforcement of right of way. That is the much we can take from the national dailies this morning. Like we always advise, go get the papers for yourself and verify the stories. We can't just tell you the headlines and we'll leave it there. Go get the details of the stories from the national dailies. We're back to it again. Like I was telling Shewa before the program started, we hear of we see queues in filling station, and when you ask, is it that they want to increase the prices of the fuel? What we hear is nothing like that is going to happen, and we've experienced this more than twice. Before you know, we hear of new prices. So what are they not telling us? What are we to expect? Definitely this is going to hit on so many things. The market woman, the prices of goods, the transportation, everything is going to be affected. So which way forward now?
Well,
Hope you have fuel in your vehicles. As it is
I
now.
just have to put up a smiling face this morning. I'm trying to do what the Holy Book says, that in every situation we should give
Give
him
thanks.
And we have to keep moving. But from what we know and what the NMPC is saying, they say we have abundant product.
So
It is
where
just
is
a
it?
transportation glitch.
You know, same thing happened last year. The same transportation issue.
But and they added a little bit naira to the fuel when they started selling it, and it never went back.
That's true. So the thing is, there are so many things that Nigeria as a country supposed to have done years ago that we've not done, that has accumulated and has gotten to the point where we are today. Now they're talking about transportation glitch. If we have a depot in Lagos and you need to transport this product from Lagos to other states far away from Lagos, states that are in north central, northwest, northeast, and then you have to use your truck from Lagos to transport this product. The roads are bad and all that. That will bring about the glitch. Now, part of the things this country is supposed to have done years ago is to ensure that our railing system is working. The proper way of transporting this product is through rail. Because rail, you can have coaches very long and with this product and can move maybe 3-4 million liters at once. And how do you do it? By the time you get to a certain state, you stop over to offload
that one.
You move on. So it becomes very easy to transport this product through the railing system than through the roads. All our railing system is down. Well, we are told that there is movement of people here and there, Itakpe to Warri, Abuja to Kaduna, very close here and all that. So we've not been able to maximize this transport system for the transportation of our product, and that is what is hitting us hard now. We have the product, but we can't transport them. Have you gone to Apapa and to see how these things happen there? The kind of queue waiting to load product to be able to leave. In fact, somebody said it is better you come from China than to go and get things out from Apapa.
Because it takes forever.
Yes, I mean, you can stay there 1 week, you've not been able to even load your product yet. So these are some of the challenges. We have not done what we are supposed. The government, sorry, I'm not part of it. The government have not done what they are supposed to do, and that is why we are suffering with transportation glitch now. Then the other thing that we are supposed to have done is revamping our refineries. We shouldn't have even allowed our refineries to die in the first place. But it happened. Why can't we put them in order and ensure that they are working, refine our product for easy distribution in the country? That also has not been done. And then the licensing of the modular refineries, the smaller refineries that will be able to do this. Government should license them, allow them to refine this crude. Even if you have 20 modular refineries and all of them can give you 1 truck per day, it's approximately 33 to 40,000 liters in each truck. So if every refinery, modular refinery that you have licensed can give you 1 truck per day, that means that they are able to give you 30 trucks. One will give you 30 trucks every month, so to say. Okay, give and take. Let's say 20 trucks every month. And then by 20. We're going to have enough product in circulation. Because once there is no product in circulation, these are some of the things that so there will be queue everywhere in the filling station. But we cannot also exonerate marketers from this.
Yeah.
Marketers could be holding some of this product because if they sell through black market, they gain more. Because when filling station is selling at 600 and maybe say 80 naira, but then you decide to sell in the night through black marketers at 700, you have additional 20,000.
Selling for 1,000 naira.
And then the black marketers will go in turn sell for 1,000 naira. That is queue. You can't afford to stay so long. That is something you want to go and do. So if you have 10,000 naira, you afford only 10 liters. So it's biting hard on people. Sincerely, these are not easy times in our country. It's quite unfortunate that we are passing through this. There was a headline, someone was saying, a headline that that was yesterday. The headline is that queue have returned to filling stations in an oil-rich country.
What an irony. What a shade.
So things we are supposed to do, we have not done them, and we are suffering. And then this is going to affect almost everything. Abba is even selling 710. So this is going to affect, because once you have to transfer your goods and you have to pay through your nose, once you get to market, you settle down and collect your money back.
And you know these things happen. If they can buy a match box of matches, and they will tell you, yes, I transported it from wherever. So they will add the increase of the transportation on everything. It affects everything. By seeing this very story here, it's a fuel crisis worsen as depot diverts PMS to Abuja. Is it that they're more concentrating on Abuja? Because I don't think we've heard of the increase of fuel as it is now in Abuja. While coming, I saw NNPC selling. I tried looking at their pump price. I couldn't see. It's blank. nothing was written on it. Maybe if I was opportune to go close, I would have known how much they are selling.
You have to enter. Like,
is it that they are putting more importance to Abuja?
Now they say the official price. Yes. The official price in NNPC is 580. Per liter. All right. Now the point is, if they are trying to divert this product to Abuja, Abuja is the capital city, and then I'm sure that Abuja and Lagos should have the highest number of vehicles. Then maybe Port Harcourt, Kano, and then you begin to narrow it down. But these two places, Abuja and Lagos, there are so much vehicles, and if there are no products available for commuters and transporters to buy, definitely is going to cause problem. And of course, our politicians are here. Exactly. They are highly concentrated here. So whatever they need to do, that tells you how our politicians think. We have to solve our own problem first before any other person. If every other Nigerian will have to suffer, please go ahead and suffer. But you have to divert this product to Abuja.
Of which you'll be seeing filling stations, they'll be offloading the fuel, but they won't open it. You now see some cars going in, and you wait, you'll be outside, because I remember the year that happened at one of the filling stations, and people were outside like queue for as much as 2 hours. And after they finished offloading, they were like, "There's no." It was right in our front that everything was
them offloading.
So when we just saw some Prado that they came in their numbers, and
okay, so I will tell you what used to happen. That is what they call coupon. If you have the money, you go to a filling station and pay up front. Coupon.
Okay,
maybe
so
you drop
are
1 million
the first
naira,
person
maybe 2 million naira. So if there is no fuel everywhere, the filling station will still reserve
for you.
So anytime you come, they sell for you.
You see, this life is good for rich people.
Okay, let me take this comment from a viewer. It says, good morning to you out there in the studio. The unfortunate case of one's life taken for fear of shame and what society will say for stealing a bag of cement. That is the case of the man who took his life, say for stealing a bag of cement, he's heartbroken. Come to think of it, the man may not have confidence in people around him, and worst of it all, not even in his pastor or whoever has spiritual oversight to his life. We need to do more as religious bodies too. It's unfortunate he is gone. This is from Reverend Jerome Tabi from Jos.
So, in other words, that if you're a pastor, you have to do things that will make people build up confidence into you to be able to talk to you. Meaning that if they come to you and talk to you, their information is secured and you're able to help. Because if of course, if they come to you and tell you their problems, even after solving the problem, and use it to joke, sometimes even not even joke, using it as you're preaching, you cite an example with it, so that will make the person to lose confidence and wouldn't want to. Well, so this is why guidance and counseling becomes very, very important. Information must be secured in your hand, so that nobody here, not even your wife, nor your kid. So once that is done, people will be able to have confidence to always come to you, share their problems with you, knowing fully well that their information is secure.
Like when you said a problem shared is half solved, it goes beyond that. If I share my problem with you, how secured is it?
That is people's
Can I
fear.
confide in you?
Okay, so sometimes not even about
the fear of the
sometimes
how would I be judged?
That is something. Okay. If you bottle up a problem, the moment you just say it to somebody, it's like that is a burden that has jumped out. You understand? Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. The person may not have the solution to the problem. Just that you are able to pour out your mind to someone, it solves the problem. Can you know that will reduce the tendency to commit suicide?
Yes, it will. But hearing that situation now from other people, like, see your this thing, I think that will hurt.
No, so that is really childish. That is really
because
not.
They used to say something that your friend where you trust with your secrets get another friend. So
and that is how it goes on.
Yes. So you can just imagine I'm trying to share a kind of problem that I don't want to, and you take it. Yes, but you're not supposed to. But how many of the people, even if it might be part of excitement or see this person,
and it just come out, wow.
And the next person that you
that person can't hold it,
escalate, and it be like, I think that's crushing.
So you see, that is why not everybody is a pastor, and not every pastor is a counselor.
True.
You understand? Some pastors are immatured. They may not have the capacity to keep this information you have shared to themselves and just help you out. Some might not have. That is why you have to look at people with their capacity. Okay, so we are all preachers, but not all of us are counselors. Not all of us are meant to listen to your problems and all that. Some have developed skill to be able to sit quietly and listen to what you want to say and say, go this way, go that way, and pray with you, and you can be sure that you can't hear it anywhere. Some will use you to cash cruise.
Not even to your congregation. Maybe your wife, and your wife is that person that cannot even hold it when she goes to her, use it, and that is how
exactly. It's sad.
All right, still coming back to the fuel scarcity thing. This is from OAU students tell federal government to address fuel scarcity or expect max action. This is not what we want to happen. I'll take it from the Punch newspaper here. It says the challenges faced by students due to the sudden surge in the pump price of premium motor spirit, PMS, and the scarcity of the product have reached unprecedented levels. The Students' Union of Obafemi Awolowo University said this happened on Sunday. The president of the union, Abbas Ojo, in a statement released on the campus in Ile-Ife, Osun State, and sent to newsmen online urged the federal government to immediately address the issues. The union threatened to hit the streets in protest if the situation persisted. So this is not what I will wish.
Protest is not bad. Protest is right.
Protest now in Nigeria, they've turned it to another thing.
Well, yes, most of the times our security agents don't know how to handle it. But you see, that is a way of expressing our grievances. To be able to say, look, we are not happy with this, please address it. You carry placard and all that. Just to call the attention of the government. Protest is not a do or die affair. Government should not be afraid. However, we know that there are some protests that has been hijacked and certain things that were not breaking of law and order took place during those kind of protests. Perhaps these are some of the problems. But usually, when you are protesting, the police should be with you, road safety, guiding you. You don't block road, you don't cause any problem, you don't constitute nuisance. Just express yourself, carry your placard, and call the attention of the government. If that is what they want to do, I don't think that should be a problem. So that is it. Because sincerely,
this is
that is crisis. That is fuel crisis. That is the truth.
As a student,
in fact, there was something that got to. I think was it 2 weeks ago. I stayed in Ile-Ife, like this part of OAU. I know this axis very well. So a relative, or my sister was saying something about a relative that is there. That she was going to the shop, and one thing led to another, and they are like carrying from OUI, which is Ikpetu Modu, to OAU or Lagiri. That's what we call them. They are calling they are carrying it 500 naira. I was like, I screamed when 2012 when I gained admission into Oduduwa University. It was
2012 is a long time from there.
2012. Let's say
that's like 12 years.
50 naira, 70 naira. That is what you are paying for this distance. This distance is very long. It's very far. Like you're paying 30, 50 naira. Now it's graduated little by little, but paying 500 naira, and now I guess they've increased it because 500 naira is not even as deep as some areas as it is right now. 500 naira might just take you to maybe part of OAU. So imagine how much is some family, how much are they able to give their
from Bega to Mpape now is 500
naira.
So
You can just imagine, and this is Abuja. I think for Ife is even expensive if we are to because that place is a village setting. They'll be like, how did we get to 500 naira for transportation?
And viewers, please do call, send in your message or through our various social media platforms. How much is this a liter of fuel sold in your area? Let us know. And one thing again with Nigerian mentality is this: when something goes up, it never comes down. We're talking about the crash in dollar some days back,
and nobody was saying
anything.
Marketers that stock their goods immediately, dollar goes up. They did not say anything because there's always a theory that says there is a reason why. There's always a theory of which the theory I'm not even interested. I am not interested in your theory. But immediately it started gaining. It started coming up. You can see them. Come and buy now. I had to hold my. I was like, you're part of Nigeria's problem. But I said there's no need for me to cause a stir, because when this thing is appreciating, you see them, they won't say anything. They'll keep quiet. But immediately it goes up. The stock that they have in their market or in their store, they will be selling it, and they'll be saying, we need to make money. Is it that you people don't want this country, this economy to be better?
I have this friend that went to buy something, and
you are not a businesswoman, so you don't know how it works.
I don't like it.
She went to buy something. The next time she went to pay for it, so I can't sell this thing to you at this rate because the dollar has gone up, and that is the old stock he has. He said, I can't sell it to you because if I go to the market to restock again, I'm going to buy it a new price. So why not sell it? And when it comes down, you can't bring it down.
The way it works in business is if you have old stock and then the new stock in the market has gone high.
Mm.
If you don't sell at the present price, you sell it at the old price. When you are going back to go and buy the new stock in the market, the possibility is that the money you have might not be enough for you to be able to buy the new product to bring it. You have to add money somewhere. So in talking about adding money somewhere, where will you get it? So the best thing is you have to sell it at a new price, so that when you go, it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
It's not as if when I'm explaining to you, it makes sense to me. No. But you see, these are the explanations they will give you. And, but at all, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
At least for 2 weeks.
And the same thing happened to this hike in transportation
like that.
It never comes down. It's always on the high side. When has the fuel even ever come down before?
No, it's always
on the high side. Okay, now we have this story from Lagos State. A filling station under fire for allegedly forcing customers to buy meat pie.
Before they will assess the product.
Before they sell fuel to them. In a situation that you've queued for how many hours, God knows. And it gets to your turn.
You're hungry. You're hungry. Okay, you have to eat now.
No. Okay, let me take the story now.
You're being blackmailed.
In a video that surfaced,
no product for you.
No product.
In a video that surfaced,
so it's like the
Twitter,
owner of the filling station is having some side business to also run.
A total filling station set to be located in Igodo, Igodo, Lagos, has been called out for allegedly compelling customers to purchase meat pies before being sold fuel. This is as many Nigerians are still grappling with the pain of another fuel scarcity that started last week. Despite assurance from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited that the situation was under control, vehicle owners, commercial drivers, and consumers still have to wait in long queues from a selling filling station. The situation has also seen transport fares jump up, while many commuters are left stranded. So now the viral video shows several customers with jerrycans and another buyer in an SUV waiting for their turn to get fuel. The record of the video could be heard complaining about what he described as an unusual situation. Like, I placed the question to you. After you're not hungry,
really
after
unusual.
Staying in queue for this long, and it comes to your turn. Okay, I pay you money. What you have to do is to give me my fuel.
Of which that money
and you tell me I have to buy this meat pie. It's biting, yes.
Okay, so
before I get my fuel.
That is what Nigerians will call, you have to make use of every opportunity that you have to gain money. You understand? So the owners of this filling station and the workers there are perhaps using the opportunity. Okay, you are desperate about product. Then it becomes very easy to buy meat pie. Maybe it's 300, maybe 500. For someone like me, if I am there and what I want is the product, and perhaps I'm even already inside the filling station, and you're talking about meat pie of 500, I don't like stress, as you see me. So
just go buy and let me just get out of there.
That is this clip that usually will happen, that I see in social media. I want problem. I want problem always. I am not part of those that want problem always.
Those are selling the meat pie want problem. That is what they want. If not, they wouldn't go ahead and sell.
So for me, it will be something very easy to say, if this is a take, I will collect the meat pie and then buy my product and go. But I know that is exploitation. You see, it's a problem with us in this country that when there are challenges, everybody is passing. So we use the opportunity to gain from people. And sincerely, this is not right.
At all.
It's highly condemnable. You can't be doing that. I am there for PMS. And that is it. I will pay for it and go. So the owners of the filling station should be brought to book.
The ones that I've experienced in this is meat pie.
We're not in queues. You see people hawking things, and if you want to buy, you go. It's voluntarily.
It's voluntary. That's for meat pie at least. There is one that happened. I've witnessed is if you want to buy jerry can, if you want to buy for those using generators and all of that.
Oh, that one is a normal thing that happens. That one is a normal thing that happens.
Before the increment. Now, before you enter the fueling station, you have to pay gate fee.
Yeah, you have to tip.
Yes, you have to tip, or you stay on the. You see that gate fee?
You pay the gate fee. When you get there, you pay the 1,000 naira.
Yeah, or 2,000 naira, depending on how much. In this, and this was even before the
fuel attendants are crazy.
So
sorry to use this word.
And they collect the money.
So now are we saying we are our own problem?
We are our problem.
Or the government? Because several times we see
not just
the
government. It's not just the government.
We say things on the government.
Everybody use every opportunity to get whatever you can get from anybody. In the midst of problems and scarcity,
and
this is what you see happening.
If you cannot join them, you're a problem. Because that happened to me. That day I went ballistic. Like I was screaming in the fueling station. That was what happened. We were on the queue.
Don't want to, you then go.
It was not moving. I came down. I and my friend. I came down. She was with her baby in the car. I was like, okay, let me go check what is happening. I came to the front and we see that, okay, these people are here. Before I knew it, there was another line. So that line is where they pay, I think 1,500 or 2,000 naira to enter. I was like, so now these people are not concentrating on people waiting on the line. They are concentrating on people paying money. And that was when I was like, what? This is going on. I started shouting. Do you know that the manager told me that, sister, come. It was even the security that fell for him. Come. What is going on? What do you want? I said, we were on queue and you people are doing this and that. He said, go and bring your car. You went out. I said, is that the right thing to do? They said, do you want to do the right thing or you want to buy
okay.
food? Now you see abled mother. In fact, I insulted the woman. You know me. I insulted her because I'm a Yoruba girl. I'm supposed to respect you as an elder. But doing this, she was like, what's my problem? Well, she actually stated some
this
things.
Is where the problem is. You want to do the
as
right
a child, you want to do the right thing.
The voice of the people who are doing wrong will overshadow you.
Overshadowed. I went and thank God I have a loud voice. I was like,
So what did you do? Did you go with your vehicle?
Do you know? I did not go.
Wait. Okay.
I told my friend this was what, and she was like, she's not worried. Her husband is already that. Let's go. Do you know that they were insulting me that this girl has pride? Small girl. That was what they were telling me.
That is what should be obtainable.
They insulted me that I have pride and I will not go far. To show you that the system is rotten. And this is why they take out anybody that comes with a good intention.
Exactly.
They take you out. We've had this in offices, they will take you out. They'll look at you.
That is the thing. They will tell you, if you really want to stay and do the right thing, you will stay there. You will not move an inch from where you are. And this has crept into so many people. Okay, why do this thing? Since I can follow shortcuts and get whatever I want, and
these are older women. These are old men and women.
They don't care. They don't care.
I have you. I said,
if you cannot cut corners, then forget it.
Then
that is the kind of situation we are in today.
We are the problem.
And he says nobody is ready to be patient and say we must all do the right thing. No. In fact, you will be in the queue. Somebody will go through the exit gate, give money, enter and buy fuel, and you can be there from morning to night, and he has bought and has gone.
All right, we can't just, I don't know.
It is sad.
And it's getting worse by the day. When you think, okay, let's sit down. You keep on blaming your leaders every day.
No.
Why not? Let it start from us, from within us. Like they say, charity begins
at home.
from
Change
the
begins
home. Change
from
you. From you.
Me. So
but
it's not in the case of Nigeria.
The day we're able to, take that into our skulls and make, God, I don't know. Okay, moving away from fuel scarcity.
So you see, sorry, before you move away, you see that is why it becomes very difficult for the government at the center to change anything.
Yes.
Now, we keep on saying, this government, this. So the problem is not just the government alone. Every Nigerian
we
is
have our own
contributing
parts to
to
play.
the problem that we're having.
Yes.
If all of us are not ready to do
change that.
the right thing,
Hmm.
to do just,
We
to
are
do
here.
what is noble, to do what is right, when there is queue, everybody should fall in line. But no, you could see somebody coming and pass the queue to go and do what you want to do, and sometimes when you are insisting you should go back and do the right thing,
Insult
then
you.
you are the one that is a bad
Bad
person.
person.
You see where the problem is? God will help us. Pastors, clergymen, you have so much in your hands to do, because these people are members of your congregation.
Yes.
There are little things we tend to ignore. Even the traffic, we don't abide by them. Before you
Even
say,
on Sunday,
we just
people after
go-
church, when they are done, you'll be like, there was one that even happened. I don't have a car, so it happened around Asoko Road. There was a way the person drove out, and the red light.
and he was coming
stopped.
out from the church.
Coming out from his side.
Okay.
So I just
Nice.
there was a way I was like, where are you rushing to? And do you know one thing I used to say? If anything happens, anything you're rushing to, you have to stop it.
Exactly.
Definitely. Okay, moving on now, we have the story Tinubu best thing to happen to northern Nigeria. This is coming from the Arewa group and coming from Wike. Pray for Tinubu to fulfill his promises. I will, yes, I agree with him. Like, even it is mandated of us to
There's
pray
nothing
for
prayer
our
cannot do,
for our authorities. We should always put them in prayers, as he urges the church. We do that every day.
Actually.
We hope for the best. We keep on praying until one day, God does something through them, through our leaders, and we hope it comes very
through the
soon.
citizens
And
too.
okay, this one now, I was reading it out. Shall I be this smiling? The Tinubu best thing to happen to Nigeria. This is just barely 1 year since its inception into.
Well, the
Our
word is
office.
saying we cannot judge him now till after 4 years. That's when we can.
How long do we need to before we?
They said it's just getting started. So
Well, everybody is entitled to his or her opinion, and in our constitution there is a right to freedom of speech. So what the northern youth are doing is they're expressing their right. So perhaps there are things he has done for them, and which is why they're making this comment. Well, you see, I'm always suspicious with any headline I see. I don't take them hook, line, and sinker, because it might be a particular group whom may have received some kind of favor. I can go out and say this. If you meet some other people, they will say something else. So this is just a certain group of youth making this comment, and whatever it is they are saying, it is their right. They are entitled to it. But for us, some of us.
Before you go on, the same thing going on in Kogi State now. You hear of groups coming out to stand in for the governor. He can't do this. He's not. I just
want to
and
ask
we
a
hear of
question.
lawyers that came out to defend him. That
who do us? Who do us this thing?
So the thing is, when issues like this comes up, EFCC is trained and are mandated by law to carry out investigations. Now, if they are coming up to say this is what we're accusing this man of doing, 84 billion, and then they are also talking about the $720,000 that was used to pay school fees upfront.
it was more than that. That was what they were able to get. Yeah,
they should be allowed to carry out their investigation and present their facts. At the end of the day, the law will take its course. Why will people from Kogi State? Do you know Kogi State is part of one of the poorest? Have you gone to Lokoja in the recent times? You see how Lokoja look like and all that, and you have a governor. I remember when he came in newly, so many people lost their jobs. So many people were not receiving their salary as I went due.
Those that are
Government
receiving
were
at the end of
giving-
the month, a family person will take home 2,000 naira. So many people die because of starvation for lack of paying salary.
And then people will come from that same state
And
to
say
defend
all
this
those
man.
things.
It's fine. Well, we are not part of those. We are not giving media trials here. EFCC should be allowed to investigate and do their work. If at the end of the day his hands are free, he'll be allowed to go. It is not for us to say. I'm not saying he has done what he is being accused of, but I'm very, very sure that people from that state have, said a lot of things they all pass through. But EFCC, please do your work. Don't listen to what people are saying.
Sure,
and then let's see how it
yes,
goes.
I'll throw this to you. Let's take it as just an aside. Nigeria slam Dunamis celebrity testifier for seeking accommodation and help. How do one become a celebrity? I don't know. Please educate me.
Well, she's a celebrity now. I'm sure
How?
a lot of people have followed her on our platform, and you know how we celebrate mediocrity in Nigeria, or some people actually celebrate that. So I guess people, it's a hit or is it eat or miss advice.
I was like, this
they
is
gave
someone
her.
people
When I watched
stand
the
up
video,
for, and this is what you're coming. You
and she
need
knows that
support for.
maybe they awarded somebody that woke up to cook for her husband 4:30 a.m. So she was expecting
Maybe
that
she was expecting more, and she wasn't saying it. That's why she had to voice out and come
say,
out.
okay, people should not back me up alone. No, the situation of my house is not good. Oh, as a graduate of BSc LLB.
Now, can I say something
Your last
on this
word,
matter?
yes, thank you.
Yeah, so please, beside all that has happened in Dunamis and celebrity and all that, this is not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in her coming out to say, look, I don't have accommodation, help me. You know why? It is good.
Okay.
Why do I say it is good? It is better for her to beg than to do other things.
Celebrities.
Ladies with big God. Small girls.
Small girls with big God.
All right.
Okay.
So many ladies are doing it to pay their rent.
True.
And you won't know.
True.
Right?
Yes.
And then you see them, you glorify them, they are celebrities, they are role models. If she's coming out to say, look, I have a problem, help me, instead of her committing suicide or doing hookup. Hookup is what is being said, instead of calling it what it is, which I don't want to say on air.
Yes.
Hookup to be able to solve their problems. If she's coming out to say, please help me, I don't have accommodation, those who have the means, you can help her. There is nothing wrong with that. That is the angle I want to look at.
Now the thing
Don't
is,
it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
We
And my last word,
30 seconds, please.
whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is pure, whatever is just, and whatever is right, please think about these things.
All right, Shewa.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I wanted to say something. I guess people's reaction towards it was calling herself a celebrity. What made you a celebrity?
That's why I asked you, how do you become a
said
celebrity?
You channel your energy. You can get a job with this that you like. Oh, if she had come out and said she needs a job. She learnt this. Okay, I'm good with this. I don't think people will have issues with her. They just want you to like.
Gladly.
It's the way because I watched the video and it is quite ludicrous. Like it wasn't even more like beg. She was demanding that I see what you could do for other celebrities now. Do it for me now.
Is that how she
was how she behaved.
Sure, we have to.
That is my last one.
Thank you so very much. Thank you to my two anchors this morning. It's an interesting show this morning. Thank you for the contributions so far. Like I always say, let's keep the hope alive. One day, someday, things will fall into place, and it is going to happen in our own time. This is where we draw the curtain on today's edition on Now Streaming. Thank you for your time. Let's do this again. Same time, same station tomorrow. Do have a blessed and a wonderful week ahead. I am Rachel Ibunu. Bye for now.